It's Miss Ella again from All Saints. Well, here we are again. I'm in a new space and I love it. I've got my own little area here. I feel so comfortable here. Let's see what we're going to do today. We've gone on a journey that talks about saints. And saints have special dates that we celebrate and remember them. But what is a date? You know, there are 12 months in a year. We went through December, which was Christmas. We went through January. Now we're starting a new month, the month of February. February has 28 days in it, 28 long days. But February is a very special month. It is a month that we celebrate lots of things. President's Day, Valentine's Day, lots of other things. But there's also a special day that we celebrate a saint in February. Now, saints, when we talk about them, we mentioned that they are special people that had a passion for their belief in their faith. But there's saints that have the big S, which are the ones who have been anointed as a saint. But they're also saints with the little s. And that's you and I and people that we know and that we love, because we also have a passion for our faith. February being Black Awareness Month, the whole month, we will be celebrating lots of the little s saints. You've probably heard of some of them. You heard of Rosa Parks. She's a lady who refused to give up her seat on a bus. You've heard of Martin Luther King. He believed in freedom for everyone. But one thing these little saints, little s saints, had all in common, they had such a belief that comes from our history, which was what we learned from Jesus, that we love each other, that we value each other, that we don't hurt each other, and that we give all of our love to our neighbors. That's the important thing. And these saints all did that, the little s and the big S. Now, there are going to be lots of spaces that you can go to during this month and read different stories. And we're going to post those at the end of the video so that you can go and share them with your mom and dad, and they can show you how these saints all had a contribution to where we are today. But today I'm going to talk about the saint for February that's in our saint story, the big S. His name was Anselm Jones. That's a hard word, Anselm Jones. Well, he was born into slavery back in 1790. And this was in it's a state called Delaware. Now, most of the saints I've talked to you about lived over across the ocean. Well, this is a saint that was here in the United States of America. Slavery was very big back in the 1700s. It was immoral, which means that it wasn't right. It was undemocratic, which means that it didn't have value. Every people did not have a voice. But Anselm was very special. He taught himself how to read. And guess what he used to teach himself? The Bible. The New Testament of the Bible. That was his resource. There weren't many books that blacks could get back in those days. But the Bible was something that was everywhere. Well, at the time that he was 16 years old, his mother, his sister, and 5 of his brothers were sold. And they were sold into slavery to Philadelphia. But the master that he had in Philadelphia saw that there was some value in Anselm. So he sent him to a night school, and where that was a place that he could learn, and he learned from Quakers. Now, he served as a lay minister at a church, a Methodist Episcopal church, with a friend of his, and together they established what we called the Free African Society. And it was made to help slaves and help them to find substance in the world, value in the world, see their spiritual belief in the world, And it was meant for people who were orphans, they were poor, they were widows, they had no family, but it was a way to show them love. So in 1792, Anselm Jones and his friend, with the Census of the Quakers and the Episcopalians, established the first African church in Philadelphia. Now, shortly after that year, that church applied to join the Protestant Episcopal Church before the diocese requirements, and the church received and organized the body. It had control of the affairs, but it qualified, and they ordained him as a minister. Now, upon acceptance of the Diocese of Pennsylvania, this church was renamed. It was renamed the African Episcopal Church of St. Thomas. That following year, Jones became a deacon, and he was ordained as a priest until 1802, 7 years. At the age of 56, he became the first Black American priest. He continued to be a leader in the community, and on the founding day, he was there to help with the Female Benevolent Society, another African-friendly society. In 1800, he called upon Congress to abolish the slave trade and provide for it the gradual emancipation, that means the freedom of all existing slaves. He lived until 1818. Now, we remember him because he did all this for his fellow men. He did it for freedom. He did it for his love and his passion. He did it because that was the call that Jesus asked us to do, is to go out and have a way to love our neighbors and to love everyone and to treat everyone as if they were us. The Free American Society included many people freed from slavery after the American Revolutionary War. That is something that we are proud of, and we remember him on this Saint Day in February, which is the 13th of February. But remember, the whole month of February is Black Awareness Month. There will be many, many literary saints that you will be able to see at some of these sites. I look forward to you exploring them with me. There will be some that will be new. There will be some that I hadn't heard of before. And there will be some that bring back a lot of memories for me. I hope they bring back some for you. We'll see you next time. And thank you for joining me with our February tribute to Black Awareness Month. See you next time.